Hello everyone, this is Christina and I'm going to be showing you how to use a couple of the most basic tools in Photoshop. Now, as you can see, I've already opened up the Photoshop CC 2018 program. The way I did that was I found my line art that I wanted to work with. This is line art that I own, so I don't have to worry about usage properties for it because I drew each of these about 2 to 3 years ago. So right click on the line art that you want to use. It needs to be a JPEG because that's what really Photoshop likes. Photoshop likes JPEGs and their PSDs. Everything else they're kind of finicky with, but you can open it. It's just a little harder. Alright, so we're going to open with Adobe Photoshop. Once we do that, it comes up looking like this. Great and all, but hey, it's really hard to work with it when it's turned the wrong way. So, first tool we're going to use today is image rotation. Image rotation is great when you need to rotate something a certain amount without having to fiddle with, is it actually straight? Is it maybe straight? Have I been looking at this just way too long and it's not as straight as I think it is? Or maybe I'm right and the image is wrong because, oh look, I took it at that picture at an angle. So we're going to go to image rotation. Now remember, clockwise goes to the right, counterclockwise goes to the left. In this case, we want to go to the left, and there we go. Now we've got our line art straightened up. It's facing the correct way, but we've got a lot of space around this that we really don't need. We've also got 2 strips of masking tape on either side of it that really don't look all that great. So we're going to use our crop tool. Now, the great thing about Photoshop, the best thing about it, keyboard shortcuts, all right? Trust me on this. If you do any amount of work in Photoshop, you want to get to know those keyboard shortcuts. Every single one of these tools down the side of the screen here has a shortcut on the keyboard, so you don't have to move your mouse over here, click the right tool, and then back to where you were. It's annoying. Yes, it only takes a second, but that 1 second for that tool adds up over and over and over again, and before you know it, you're frustrated and taking way too long. So let's move our crop up to our lines. Now remember, you don't have to get right up next to the line. And if you end up cutting off a little bit of the line to get to the edge of the page or to make everything else straight, that's okay. You can always fix it later, or you can always manipulate something else later and work it out. Now for me, I am going to cut off all of this masking tape and I'm going to get my picture down to just my fish, just the fish. Don't need the extra white area around it. I can always add that in later if I want to. Now, up here in your navigator, you can see the original image. Here, you can see what it's going to get cropped down to. The crop tool will not set, it will not let you do anything else until you press enter. So, enter sets the crop, and boom, there we go. Now, still a little bit dark, so we are going to go to Image, Adjustment, Levels. Not brightness and contrast, levels. Levels allows you to adjust the high tones, the low tones, and the mid tones. This is the best way to get the whites and the blacks of your image where you want them. Now you'll notice on my image, we've got some pretty big valleys and some pretty tall peaks. So you're going to want to take whatever side is blank, whatever side has nothing over here, take that one, drag it down to where it starts curving up. Okay, don't take it too far in. If you take it too far in, you'll lose a lot of definition and you'll still end up with your beige or burned area on the side, your overexposed area. So take it right up to where it starts going up. Then on the other side, just sort of play with it, see where you like it. As you can see, when we take our low tones up to meet them, they really do stand out. So I'm gonna kind of leave those there at the 0. We can also play with our midtones to try to get a much brighter color. And boom. We used the image rotation, we used the crop tool, and we used the levels. And now we have absolutely clean and ready to use line art. It took all of less than 5 minutes. Most of that was me actually talking. We could have done this in about 2. Okay, zoom tool, move farther in. You can look at your edges, see that there's nothing there. If there is something there that really bothers you, you can fix it here using the eraser tool, or you can go back to the levels. I'm happy with this, so I'm going to leave it. And that is how you isolate line art quickly in Photoshop. I will talk to you later, guys. I hope this video was helpful to you, and I will try to be posting a few more of these videos in the future. Thank you.